Hello there. Today is Saturday, the 28th of May, 2022, and I am, of course, as you may know by now, John Anthony Francis Wilcox. So, what should we talk about this week? There was something that happened last week that I meant to talk about, and I totally forget what it was. I know after I had filmed last week's video, I said, oh, I need to mention that. And now I don't remember. So, time marches on. Again, I've been plugging away a lot at work this week. Actually, I was looking at something. I'll show you something. So, here's a little piece of show and tell for you. Since either 87 or 88, every phone interview I've done with a musician or an entertainer of any sort, I've done with this lovely Panasonic cassette recorder. Yes, I still use cassettes to do interviews. So I was thinking about it, and I said, what if anything happens to this one after all these years? I mean, I've taken great care of it. I'm sure I've got another however many years out of it. But I was looking, and on eBay, some of them are quite expensive, like $100 and something. But someone had one. They said it was a little, worse for wear. Well, not really worse for wear, but it was definitely used. But it was still working. And with shipping, I got it for 21 and change, and it even still has the Caserino, so that's good. See, it's like, there it is. It came with some tape called Introduction Part 1 from the C.V. Mosby Company. It's like a book on tape kind of thing, probably about how to exploit people that aren't you. I'm just guessing. It could be anything. It could be about sharks or yellow squash, which maybe that, there's a recipe to work out. Shark meat and yellow squash. I think lemon would unify that. I'm just saying. But anyway, I thought better to have another one on hand just in case. I've still got to go through it, and I'll go through with some alcohol and Q-tips and make sure the heads are clean and the rollers and everything. Keep that stuff, nicely tended. But I'm glad to have that, it just had popped into my head, and I said, I really don't want to be stranded in the future, with an interview and have my recorder go on the fritz. Now I've got its cousin. So, I guess I've been working on a lot of stuff for Prog Sheet, I've also been kind of reflective. But aren't I always reflective at this point? Because I'm living a smaller life and I'm in much more. But, I was thinking back. I had some nice childhood memories, was thinking about my folks, as I so often do. And flowers. Dad used to grow the greatest flowers all around the yard at the old place. We had a rose bush in the front that was always full of Japanese beetles. And we had 5 o'clocks and zinnias and what they used to call them, Chinese lanterns. Lots of crocus and bachelor buttons and tulips, all sorts of stuff. Daffodils, things that are escaping my brain. We had a big evergreen tree in front, several maples in the back. At one point we had a mulberry tree in back, but we took it down because it was just bringing too much bird crap and stuff. So it went away after several years. I think we had a peach tree. We used to have a beautiful dogwood tree in the front. and lots of forsythia bushes. I miss the forsythias. They were so beautiful. And of course, my big elm tree that I planted when I was 10 years old, I believe, that we got from school. So, thinking about that, I used to love to just, in my later years at number 40, I'm obviously at number 5 now. I say obviously, I mean, I'm assuming many of you know that. I used to love sitting, and I could just sit there, and birds would come by, and different animals. We've got a lot of deer and turkeys, rabbits, and unfortunately skunks, and all sorts of stuff. I'm sure raccoons every now and again, hedgehogs, turtles, frogs, toads, snakes, all sorts of stuff. I love that stuff. I love animals. That's hence the Francis in my name, John Anthony Francis. Francis is my confirmation name. I've always been a huge fan of Saint Francis of Assisi, and he had quite a kinship with animals. So, in case you never knew, that's where the Francis in my name comes from. The Anthony comes from, that was my dad's first name. They tell me I was originally going to be named Anthony, but my dad didn't want anyone called Junior, and I'm very grateful that it's John Anthony. I quite like my name. So, week ahead, I don't know. More writing, more working. I have 2 comic book stories to finish writing for 2 different people. I want to see if I can get that all done before I do the next one of these. And of course, I have my 62nd birthday coming up on June 6th. And merriment and conviviality. So I hope none of you get scrotalized during the week. And I hope that everyone's well. I love you. I'll see you then. Bye bye.